was asked by various people throughout the years that I've been dealing with this situation. About, even certain friends, family members, when they'll ask me about, giving in to being a part of the child support scheme that the vast majority of fathers deal with. And like, at least if you decide to, at least you'll get a say. You'll get a chance to have your, see your child. And I'm like, at least? Am I supposed to settle for the least? I never understood why any father would agree to every other weekend with their children. That's literally like 4 days out of a month. You got 30, 31 days out of a month. And you get 4 of them days. And then they put a tab on it. You're supposed to agree to the least amount of say-so, the guidance, the physical relationship you're supposed to have, intimate relationship you have with your children. You have fundamental rights granted to you by your Creator. You have fundamental rights to have full access to what you created. Your children are part of your creation. And you're supposed to settle for 4 days out of a month. That means the rest of those days I have no say-so. Actually, none of them days I have any say-so with guidance, teaching, being that influence, that father figure, that having that influence that a child is exposed to when they're with their father, spending time with their father, being taught and nurtured by their father. All of that mainly is coming from the mother, and the father he agrees to being restricted physical and legal access to what that he created, that he helped create. And then they use that to justify why you need to pay money because you ain't around. The fuck I like agreeing to some shit like that. I never agreed to some shit like that. That's an unconscionable contract. I didn't ask for my son's mom to have my son most of the time. From off the rip, I screamed 50-50. So never would I ever agree to this primary, not even primary. I don't even want primary, because primary will be taken away from me. You know what I'm saying? It'll be taken away from my son. Even a child is granted rights by his creator or her creator. Any child, they have rights granted by their creator to have equal access to their father and their mother, to have a intimate relationship, to be able to be raised and guided and nurtured and taken care of, and all the duties that from both parties, from father and mother. They have a right to all of that. So why the hell would I agree to be a part of some program that is already made it very clear? I think it was blessing versus what's the name of that damn company? I was just looking at it. Anyway, there's a court case, Blessing versus something. I want to say Freeman. I could be wrong. Where it says that child support was never intended to benefit the mother or the child, the custodial parent or the child is what it said. But we know generally the mothers always end up with courtroom favor when it comes to family court. The vast majority. We ain't talking about no exceptions to the rule, because people love listening to some shit and they think of one exception to try to kill the rule. The vast majority, it's common knowledge, the vast majority of situations in family court are against the fathers. That's common knowledge. Everybody knows that. I guess I'll be a trendsetter, because I'll never agree to the bare minimum of being able to raise my son. And if he turns out to be a failure in life, then I'm to blame. You're gonna blame me any damn way. At least you're gonna be able to say Mike Rose he fought for his son. He fought to be in his son's life. When I leave here, that one thing they'll be able to say. He wanted all his. Because I can't raise my son to be the man that I know he can grow up to be if I don't have access to him to do so. And I'm not selling for to be a debt slave to the state of Georgia, operating as the estate instead of the attorney in fact of the estate. I'm not going to act as a fiction, allowing these people to control my estate and turning me into a debt slave as a result. It's one of the reasons why I talk so strong about the power of attorney. When you use the power of attorney, you take personal jurisdiction from the courts. You take control of your estate. But if you're in there talking about other shit, ain't got nothing to do with why you using the damn power of attorney. Why the fuck you file? Why the fuck you even use the damn power of attorney? I'm kind of ranting now, y'all. I'm really just kind of talking about like why would any man settle for the bare minimum? Especially if you have the heart to fight for his rights. All of his rights to it when it comes to that in which he actually created. That which you have, you didn't create it all alone by yourself, of course, but the mothers most likely are the ones getting the favor in the courts. You need to be fighting for yours too. If more guys knew their rights when it comes to family law, this bullshit wouldn't be happening. This shit wouldn't be happening in court. They do it because of y'all's fear and your ignorance. Your fear and your ignorance, that's the only power that they have. You're too scared to apply the law. And you don't know the law. You're incompetent. You're in a state of incapacitation, actually. That's equivalent to being an absentee, missing, lost at sea. It's the same shit. They use different terms, but it's the same shit. It's a state of incapacitation. You're not when you take control of your stuff. Why would you just bend over? Why would you just go in there giving them check stubs? That's not you. On that check stub, that's not you. Your name is in all caps. It's a commercial entity. You operating as an entity, man. Well, y'all operating as entities, man. Them check stubs got entity names written on them. They got entity names written on them. Your name in all caps. You use a social security number when you got the job. You operate as an entity when you're at work. That's why you pay more taxes. You operating as an entity. You don't know how to file your stuff. You don't know how to operate as someone other than an entity. You give them the check stub. You give them the social security number. They ask you what's your social, what's your name, what's your date of birth, and you don't even know. By you not knowing the mechanics of the court, you go around there and bend over. You know what they're doing is not right. But we got to the point where we're so comfortable with getting bent over till we just think automatically when she say, I'm pregnant, I'm putting your ass on child support, you get scared as a motherfucker because you thinking you ain't got no way out. You scared as hell. So you settle for every other weekend, being put on child support, getting garnished, getting your wages garnished. You go work a second job, get a second job so you can make some money. She get mad. She go apply for an increase. Cause she found out you got 2 jobs now. Now she wants some of that too. There be some bitter ass women out here, man, and y'all niggas, y'all just fall for that shit. I'd be damned if I ever be controlled like that. That would never happen to me. Never. Fuck, I like agreeing to some shit like that. At least you get to see yo. Fuck that. Who the fuck want to settle for some shit like that? Being treated like a bitch in court by baby mama. She treating you like a bitch, talking to you like you ain't shit. And I don't even understand why y'all like to beg these women. Y'all be even begging your baby mama. That's on you if you choose to do so. Do you feel like that works for you? That's on you. But I'm like this, what happened when she, if she agrees to take you off, and then you piss her off again? What happens then? You still don't know law. You still don't know how to fight a case. I run into guys that they just stop studying this shit altogether because they done worked something out with baby mama. So they don't even study no more. They just learn to be a good boy. She don't respect your ass after that. You're not a fighter. You're not a warrior at all. She don't see you as one either. She see you as somebody she can control at any given time. But to each his own. Whatever works for you, that's on you. I just can't settle for it. I want all mine. Give me all or nothing. Give me all or nothing. And I'm not going, and nothing is not going to be an option. That's why I continue to fight. That's why I continue to fight. I don't understand why anybody would settle for that. And some of you guys on child support and still don't get to see your kid. Any given time, she feel like just like she up and moved to another damn state. Now you fucked. You can't afford to move. She moves. Now your kid's on another side of the damn nation, somewhere in California, and your ass way down here in Georgia. Cause you just let it happen. It happened to me when I was a kid. My father and mother, they divorced when I was only 1 year old. I saw the divorce decree. I was only 1 year old. Mama moved back to Florida. They both ended up moving back to Florida at one point because they both from Florida. But eventually Mama moved to Georgia again. 5 hours away. 5 hours away, and then we went from being able to see my dad regularly every single week we were seeing him to limited to summers, some Christmases. I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do that. If I didn't have a good stepfather, if I didn't have a damn good stepfather in the house the whole time, I ain't no telling how I would have turned out. Ain't no telling. And my father always been in my life. It's just it was limited. Couldn't see him except the summers. And then every now and then on the, some Christmases, every now and then on the Thanksgiving, but most of the time it was every summer till I graduated. But just imagine such a decrease or, not having your father in your life. Had a stepfather, but your stepfather is not your biological father though. Especially when you know your biological father. My stepfather, and I don't take nothing from him. He helped raise us. If he wasn't in the house like that, ain't no telling how I would have came out. He was on my ass too, just like Mama was on my ass. Helped keep me out of the streets from doing stupid shit. And my dad was always in my life too, so a good thing I had all three of those in there. But a lot of kids grow up without their fathers in their lives. Why would I settle for that shit? Let my son just grow up, not that far from me, and I don't even bother to say fuck it. I don't fight for it. Don't want to be on child support, but like you said, if I'm supposed to want to just bend over and be a debt slave. That's peonage for one. That's a debt slave, which is illegal. It's not equal protection under the law, which is protected by the Constitution. Every Constitution and all 50 states, even the U.S. Constitution, encourages that. Protects that. You have the right to contract, whether you want to contract or you have the right to contract, whether you or not contract. It's totally up to you. That's protected by the Constitution. You have the right to be secure in your papers and your person. That goes back to the power of attorney. You got the right to be secure. You secure in your papers. You can secure in your person. When you use a power of attorney, you secure in your person. They can't shut that down. They can't railroad you after that. But if you in there talking about some shit ain't got nothing to do with the power of attorney, you ain't talking about the power of attorney. You just filed it in there. This one guy, I think he just filed it in the court case because he went in court and didn't say shit about the power of attorney. He didn't say shit about personal jurisdiction or nothing. He went in there yapping about some other shit and wondered why he got railroaded. Then he say the power of attorney don't work. Say, boy, that's insulting. You just didn't apply it right. You gonna file something in there, but you're not running your mouth about some shit ain't got nothing to do with the power of attorney. Why are you doing that? We know that personal jurisdiction can be challenged at any time, right? Jurisdiction can be challenged at any time. You can revoke somebody's power to administer your person, your estate, at any given time. You choose not to do so. Look how many folks I've talked to about this power of attorney, how many people actually applied it. How many people actually applied it? I think a lot of people just scared. That's the main spell that the state has on most guys. Fear. And a lot of the guys also stay ignorant because they listen to too many people. Too many different people. Too many different people in their ear trying to teach them all kind of stuff. A lot of shit they can't even prove it with the laws. Can't prove anything with the laws. They're just showing different processes, and they're more like information junkies. They're just junkies. I get information. Get it from all these different people. Never apply nothing. When they decide to apply something, it's some shit they done conjured up that's supposed to be the summary of everything they done heard. Instead of sticking to something that's solid, that's written in the laws. I showed y'all Rule 12, 12b, lowercase b. It says by motion. You got a defense right there. Lack of personal jurisdiction. I think that's number 2. They don't have personal jurisdiction if you got a power of attorney filed in there that specifically revokes theirs. Then you give them orders. They got to operate as a trustee. They're a trustee. You gotta give them the orders of what you want them to do. You got the right to shut that shit down. But if you're scared to do that, who has authority to administer your estate other than you? Or whoever you granted authority to do so with. Keep in mind, your mother gave them, the consent to do the shit when you was a baby. But now you're not a baby no more. You're over 18. You're past the age of consent. So you got to take control of your estate. Nobody should be administering your estate without your consent. This is stuff I learned over years. It took me years to come around to understand this, but look at all the different shit I've gone through. But anyway, I'm going to get on all this video, y'all. I thought hopefully when I be saying certain, taking off on these little rants, I'll be kind of dropping some jewels, some encouragement, helping y'all understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. I just refuse to be another statistic that just bends over, become a debt slave to the state with little with the bare minimum access to my own child, to be able to raise my own child the way I want to raise my own child because baby mama too damn bitter. to grow the fuck up. I'm not doing that. Just not gonna do it. Yep. But I'm gonna go ahead though. Hopefully y'all like to subscribe already. We'll see y'all in the next video. I got something I want to make a video about too. I'll probably be dropping that within the next 24 hours. I gotta ponder on it properly and see how I'm gonna execute it. Cause when I record a video, y'all, if it don't come out, if I don't feel good with my energy about it, I don't post it. I delete it. I'm like, nah. And I just try another one. And I just wait till the energy is right. Then I do another one. That's pretty much what I do. But I'm just freestyling on this one, y'all. I thought I'd just kind of make this video to kind of encourage you guys. And ladies too, if y'all in a situation. Don't settle for the bare minimum. You want to raise your kids out the way you want to raise your children the way you want to raise your children. You do not need to stay involved in that. You revoke their power to do what they're doing. And you stand on it. You stand on it. Signing out.